I lied about being assaulted solely for attention. I lied about being assaulted and I hate myself every day for it. Even before I lied about it, I have always had an issue with lying. I also have had lots of issues with attention seeking. When I was merely 5 years old, I lied about my mom being in the hospital so I could have people pity me and talk to me. When the school eventually called my parents, my mom was very confused, as any parent would have been, but when I got home my parents didn't make too much of a deal about it. They mostly just teased me and told me not say anything like that again. For the most part, I did. Until later. I won't say how old I was specifically, but I was between the ages of 8 to 11. I had gotten into Law and Order SVU, which I really shouldn't have been watching at the time, and I guess for some reason I got inspired to make up a complete and utter lie to gain attention from my friends. Mind you, I was definitely old enough to know better, but the thought of having my friends pity me for something was so enticing for some reason. I was having a bad day over something and none of my friends seemed to really care that I was upset. So, I started to make up this lie about being sexually assaulted. I had said that it was a completely random stranger. For some odd reason, I was aware accusing someone I knew of rape was not okay, and I specifically remember thinking, no way am I going to ruin someone's life for this. What was wrong with me? I knew that doing that wasn't okay, but for some reason what I was doing was okay in my head. And in the moment I felt no guilt for it. At all. I was getting the attention I wanted and my friends immediately felt horrible for me. And from then on, it just got worse. I told my other 3 friends about it to see what their reaction would be, and of course, I got the attention I craved. Except for this time, one of them told their dad. Their dad ended up calling my parents and basically, I ended up having to talk to a social worker. Thankfully, they caught onto my lie right away and told my parents about it. When my parents confronted me about it, I cried and told them that it was all just a lie. From then on, my parents had a lot of trouble trusting me for a while. And as for my friends, whenever they brought it up I just told them I didn't want to talk about it. Now, I never bring it up anymore. I hate even thinking about it. I am the reason people don't believe victims of sexual assault. I am the reason people belittle victims and why so many of them don't speak up. I hate myself for it so much. Earlier this year, I ended up having a close call with a suicide attempt and landed myself in the hospital. From then on, I had to get a therapist. I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm just a normal depressed teen, and nothing more. If she knew who I was, she would be disgusted with me. I can't even be truthful with the one person I'm supposed to be honest with. I don't know how to get myself out of this hole I've put myself in. I don't know why I romanticize such shitty things in my head. I just know the only thing that feels like a viable option is dying, because then I won't have to face any of the grave wrongs I've done in the past. Which is just me being a coward. I'm so sorry to any victims of sexual assault who are reading this. I am so sorry that I am the reason you may have people in your life who don't believe or listen to you. Your experiences are valid, and what you had to go through is unimaginable. I will never be able to understand your pain, but I hope you heal from your past. I hope you know that you are stronger than what happened to you. I'm not looking for empathy with this post. This is just something I've never told anyone, and I've felt the strong need to get this off my chest. So all of you know, I've never even used Reddit before. I mentioned this in another comment, but I've been looking for a confession type of website to get this off my chest for a while. It never really occurred to me to use Reddit. I never expected this to get any attention at all. I was very surprised when I saw how many comments I got this morning. I really appreciate every single comment. I've been sitting here crying like a baby from all of the validating comments, but I also especially appreciate the harsh ones. They hold me accountable and remind me that what I did was not okay. That's all I have to say. Thank you for listening to me.
When I was 15, I pushed my father down the stairs while in a fight. So my room didn't have a door because it was broken and my room was next to the bathroom. My sister was in there for a very long time and he wanted her to get out because it was around 10 p.m. but she didn't. So he looked into my room from where he was standing for a while, and while I was playing a game he pulled the wire from my mouse in a very hostile way. We then said some things to each other and I pushed him out of my room, and then he tripped and fell down the stairs. Instead of helping him, I felt so good and powerful. It was a scary feeling thinking back about it. That night he slept on the couch and I didn't say a word to him. The next day he went to the doctor and it turned out that he had a shifted vertebra. He is totally fine now and doesn't have a permanent injury. For the people asking why he got mad at me for something my sister did, that's the story of my life and I don't know either.